Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today is Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. We're going to be starting off the beginning of the 16th chapter of the Acts of the Apostles. Got three different stories in here. Looking at the daily reading plan, it calls for 6:1 to 21, but I'm going to be stopping short because there is three shorter stories. And if I were to go to the 21, it would break it up into the Paul and Silas in prison. So I'm going to save this whole story, which finishes out chapter 16, for tomorrow, instead of stopping right there in the middle of it. So I like to break it up by the stories. So we have Paul's second missionary journey. Paul went first to Derbe and then to Lystra, where there was a young disciple named Timothy. His mother was a Jewish believer, but his father was a Greek. Timothy was well thought of by the believers in Lystra and Iconium. So Paul wanted them to join them on their journey. In deference to the Jews of the area, he arranged for Timothy to be circumcised before they left, for everyone knew that his father was a Greek. Then they went from town to town, instructing the believers to follow the decisions made by the apostles and elders in Jerusalem. So the churches were strengthened in their faith and grew larger every day. A call from Macedonia. Next, Paul and Silas traveled through the area of Phrygia and Galatia, because the Holy Spirit had prevented them from preaching the word in the province of Asia at that time. Then coming to the borders of Mysia, they headed north to the province of Bithynia. But again the Spirit of Jesus did not allow them to go there. So instead, they went on through Mysia to the seaport of Troas. That night, Paul had a vision. A man from Macedonia in northern Greece was standing there, pleading with him, "Come over to Macedonia and help us." So we decided to leave for Macedonia at once, having concluded that God was calling us to preach the good news there. Lydia of Philippi believes in Jesus. We boarded a boat for Troas and sailed straight across the island of Samothrace, and the next day we landed in Neapolis. From there we reached Philippi, a major city of that district of Macedonia and a Roman colony, and we stayed there several days. On the Sabbath, we went a little way outside the city to a riverbank, where we thought people would be meeting for prayer, and we sat down to speak with some women who had gathered there. One of them was Lydia from Thyatira, a merchant of expensive purple cloth, who worshiped God. As she listened to us, the Lord opened her heart, and she accepted what Paul was saying. She was baptized along with other members of her household, and she asked us to be her guests. "If you agree that I am a true believer in the Lord," she said, "come and stay at my home." And she urged us until we agreed. And that is a short beginning to chapter 16. Tomorrow will be a little bit longer because, as I mentioned, it's Paul and Silas in prison. And that is all one story to the end, which goes down to 40. So we'll save that for tomorrow. Have an amazing day. Lord willing, as always, we'll see you tomorrow. God bless.